Hello everyone, welcome to our programming lectures. So in this video we are going to discuss about the control statements in our programming. Normally in C and C++, Java and Python, each programming language, so we have control statements. So these control statements which will helpful to control the execution of a flow of the program. Also it is used to take some decisions. So these are the main two functionalities of the control statements. So normally, just observe here, control statements are expressions used to control the execution and the flow of the program based on the condition given. So to control the execution of the program and to make different decisions based on the given variable, these control statements will be used. So here in this R programming, it is going to support 5 types of decision making statements. The first one is if statement, and the second one is if else. Third one is if else if ladder. Fourth one is nested if, and fifth one is switch statement. So these are the different decision making statements is supporting by an R program. The first one, let's getting into first one is if condition. So this particular control statement which is used to check the expression provided in the parenthesis brackets. When you observe the syntax, so the syntax is same like C programming if statement syntax. If you have to give the keyword if, and within the parenthesis brackets you need to give the expression, and this braces will represent the scope of that particular if statement. And if this expression is gets true, if this expression is true, then whatever the statements is available within the brackets will be executed. Now let us understand with a program. See here, when you observe this program, here x value I have been given 100. Let's execute. X value is 100. Now I am using if expression, if open parenthesis, and given the condition is x greater than 10. If x value is greater than 10, if this condition is true, then enters into this if statement, and it will print x means 100. E is greater than 10, it will be printed. And these statements I have been added with the help of paste function. So this paste function is a wrapper function in R programming which is used to combine the strings or values. Okay. Now let's execute this if. Let's see what is the output that you are getting. 100 is greater than 10. Suppose here I will give 5. I give 5. Let's execute this, and again let's execute this if statement. This condition is false, it will not print anything. You see here, it is not going to print anything. So this is the program about simple if in our program. Now let's see the next one is if else condition. Suppose if the expression is true, then if statement will execute. If the expression is false, then else statement will execute. In the previous example, what happens if the expression is false, it comes out of the if and it does not execute any other statements. But here, if the if expression is false, then it goes to the else statements. Else statements will execute it. Now let us understand with a program. Let me clear the console. See here, x value I have given 5. Now the x value is 5, and if x is greater than 10, then it prints x value is greater than 10. Suppose if the condition is false, then it is getting into the else block, and it is printing that x is less than 10. So this is the way it is going to execute. Now let's execute. See, it is printing that 5 is less than 10. It is printing that 5 is less than 10 because here x value is 5, 5 is greater than 10, the condition is false, then it is getting into the else block, So else block, it is printing that x is less than 10, means the 5 is less than 10. Suppose here I give 100, then if statement will execute. Now let's execute this if else block, then it will execute 100 is greater than 10 will give. So this is the way the if else statement control the execution. And the next third one is if else if ladder. So this is similar to if else statement, but when you observe the if statement and if else statement, it is going to check only one condition, means it is going to check only one condition only. But when you have more than one condition, then we have to use this particular if else if ladder. See, when you observe this syntax of this if else if ladder, so here condition 1 and condition 2 and condition 3, you can give any number of conditions. Suppose if any of the condition is not getting true, then it is getting into the else block and else block is going to execute. So when we will use this if else if ladder is when you have more than one condition to check, then you have to use this if else if ladder. Means within the else condition, again we are giving the if condition. That is what we call it as if else if ladder. Normally in Python programming we have elif order, elif, if elif, and here same like C programming we have if else if ladder. Now let's see the program of if else if ladder. Let me clear the console. See here. So here first I have declared three variables a, b, c. I have been given values 67, 76, 99. If given a condition a is greater than b and b is greater than c, so this is a logical AND operator. If these two conditions is true, then a value is greater. Else if I want to give one more condition, a is less than b and b is greater than c, then it will print b is greater. Else if a is less than b and b is less than c, then it will print c is greater. If any of the condition is not getting true, then you can give the else block also. Okay, so let's execute this program. See, it is giving that c is greater, means which one this particular condition is getting true. So this condition is getting false and this condition is getting false and this condition is getting true, then it is printing c is greater. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. Thank you everyone.